Cardano, the cryptocurrency that is trying to make Ethereum obsolete. But will it? Today, I will go through the basics of Cardano and I will talk a bit about the technology behind it. If you're interested in videos like these, make sure you like this video and subscribe down below. But without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so what is Cardano? Cardano is a third-generation blockchain platform, and its founder wants to become the alternative to Ethereum, so essentially a quicker, more reliable, more scalable blockchain smart contracts platform. What makes Cardano different is its commitment to using peer-reviewed scientific research when updating its platform, which is meant to guarantee the high quality of the platform and also its scalability. There are three main organizations behind Cardano, and they are IOHK, the Cardano Foundation, and Emurgo, although IOHK is the one that is responsible for actually building it. And actually, Cardano was one of the most actively developed platforms last year, so we can tell that some serious effort is being put into it. Now, Cardano is just the name of the platform, but its digital currency is Ada, and the name comes from Ada Lovelace, a 19th century countess and English mathematician who is said to be the first computer programmer. As of 7th of June 2021, Ada is the fifth biggest cryptocurrency, with a market cap of about 55.3 billion US dollars and a circulating supply of 32 billion coins out of the maximum 45 billion, although it cannot really be used for anything right now apart from actually trading it. So far, there have been three products released on the Cardano blockchain: Atala Prism, Atala Scan, and Atala Trace. Prism is an identity management tool, whereas Scan and Trace are used to, well, trace a product's journey through a supply chain. Cardano is also developing a smart contracts platform like the one Ethereum already has. This is part of the Goguen update, which was meant to be released in 2020, but was then pushed back to March 2021 and has again been delayed with no specific release date in mind. The Gougen update will allow developers to create stable and secure decentralized apps. After Goguen, the focus will be on scalability via the Basho update, followed by a focus on governance through the Voltaire update. So, how does Cardano work? The algorithm behind Cardano is Ouroboros, which uses proof of stake to create blocks and validate transactions occurring on its blockchain. What makes proof of stake different to proof of work, which is the concept behind coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and, to be fair, most other coins out there, is that it minimizes energy expenditure during block production or mining. Actually, the terminology is slightly different. Ada is not mined, it is forged, so you have forgers, not miners. While proof of work requires miners to solve a hash and use a massive amount of computing resources, proof of stake simply requires forgers to stake their Ada into stake pools. A stake pool is a reliable server node that runs the Ouroboros protocol continuously on behalf of the stakeholders. The forgers do not earn a reward when a new block is created, instead they just earn the transaction fee. The winners are chosen based on how much Ada they have staked. So, if they have staked 10% of all Ada in circulation, then they will have a 10% chance of winning every reward. A very important part of the theory behind proof of stake is that the stakeholders have a vested interest in doing things correctly. If they try to process malicious transactions or hack the network in any form, then they will lose their entire stake. So, essentially, the more Ada they stake, the more they can earn, and the more they stand to lose if they misbehave. However, there is one common criticism of the proof of stake model: it helps the rich get richer. Why? Essentially, the ones holding the most coins also get the biggest reward. While this is true, the model does have a low barrier of entry, unlike the proof of work model. For example, with Bitcoin, you need to buy industry-grade ASICs to start mining, and even then, you're not guaranteed to get anything. It is said that just 4 mining pools control more than 50% of the Bitcoin mining power, so your chances of getting Bitcoin are tiny, and you need to cough up a lot of cash to just start mining in the first place. On the other hand, with Cardano, you simply need to stake your Ada to get the opportunity to get a reward. Apart from its low barriers to entry, Ada has other advantages over most other cryptocurrencies. Recently, the environmental debate around cryptocurrencies has started to heat up. Specifically, Bitcoin has been singled out for its massive electricity consumption, and While there are strong arguments on both sides whether it is damaging to the environment or not, one thing is certain: Bitcoin mining consumes more electricity than some countries. On the other hand, Cardano is way more efficient, hundreds if not thousands of times more efficient in terms of electricity consumption, which massively helps its popularity and is a bullish argument really for Cardano. If we add to this the ability to build scalable and secure products using the Cardano blockchain, we start to get a better picture of why Ada is a good purchase. Plus, Cardano is capable of a lot more transactions per second. In late 2017, a test showed that Cardano could run up to 257 transactions per second, compared to Bitcoin's 6 and Ethereum's 18, although the creators are actually aiming for tens of thousands of transactions per second in the future, which will likely be the focus of the Basho update. However, like most cryptocurrencies out there, Ada is not a sure thing. It has a good thesis, it has a good approach, but it is still in the early stages. There are two main risks here. First of all, as I mentioned before, the Cardano blockchain is still being developed, so there is no real working product, unlike Ethereum. There is a lot of hype behind it, but we will not be able to tell whether it is justified or not until that release. Secondly, Ethereum will still be moving to a proof-of-stake model, just like Cardano, so one of Cardano's main advantages will be lost. Given the fact that Ethereum already has a working product, working platform, and a lot of decentralized apps already running, this could be a major obstacle for Cardano. I would recommend learning more about Ethereum anyway. It is the second biggest cryptocurrency right now, and it is showing a lot of promise. You can find out more about it here, and you can also check the playlist for more crypto-related videos. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, share it with your friends and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.